time in doubles and been kind of just like not that great for his single skill level.
Right.
And then he went Pika at called out because it was SPK. And that's like, that's it. You go Pika or whatever. And he was really good as Pika. Like, he was beating me in the Pika Ditto, basically.
Right.
And so he tried, I think he switched back and forth between Pika and Kirby and had a lot of success with Pika. And obviously, they won in court, beating the favorites. So.
Yeah. They beat the team that named themselves winners.
Wait, what?
Zero and Kiro named their team winners on Smash GG.
That's always the biggest curse. Are we starting here?
Yeah. This is the match. So
Division 2.
Yes. We're going to be streaming a mix of D2 and D1 while we try to get people here. This is a D2 match between ChronicMexican, a local DFW player, and G-Rabbit, a Houston player.
He said San Antonio.
Is he San Antonio now?
That's what he said when I was
Yeah, he might be. I accidentally know his wife from high school.
Yeah, I
didn't know him.
G-Rabbit has just been in the 64 scene since last year's Smash Con, so it's almost a year now.
Yeah.
So he did bust out the Kirby. That's what I was thinking. Maybe for little hand warmers, he wanted to throw out the Pika.
As far as I know, he usually goes Pika in tournament, but you said that at SmashCon, in your pool, he went Kirby.
He kind of caught me by surprise. For an unknown player, he was pretty strong. And I mean, he's already built himself up a 2-stock lead magical percentage. I don't know much about ChronicMexican. I believe he did well at Hitstun, no?
Yeah, he finished top 12, I believe. Hitstun 4.
Hitstun 5.
Hitstun 5? Did he go to Hitstun 5? He might have.
I'm pretty sure he went to Hitstun 5 too.
Okay, he definitely made it to like at least D2, if not D1. We had I think 4. It was either 3 or 4 waves deep, pools deep. I mean, so.
Yeah, I remember Bo surprised everyone. Gunner surprised everyone.
We should have.
Look, he just tied it up like that quickly. So he's got some chops. Both of these guys.
We should have Bo on stream later. I think he'll have a chance to get some upsets here in D1.
Who's he playing?
Should be Bard.
Oh, okay.
Bard, and I think JR is in their pool. I'm not exactly sure.
That'll be an interesting three-way. Let's see if edge guard here. When Kirby's that high up, it's a little trickier. Kirby has a very linear up B, but having multiple jumps kind of helps with the recovery.
So in Texas, we're used to seeing a lot of Falcons, and it feels like there's so many Kirbys at this tournament, and that will be on stream as well.
It seems to be a bit of a new wave too. I mean, yeah, there's a ton of Falcons in Texas, but there are Pikas and Kirbys now too. It used to just be Knackle and Renegade, aka Gravy Fingers.
I was like, Renegade? Who's Renegade? Yeah. He semi-retired, by the way, for the year at least.
Sadly, he just couldn't take it. I think Zero said he JV5'd him, and that coincided with it. But we don't. That probably wasn't it.
It's it may be correlation, not causation, right?
Yeah. All right, G-Rabbit has a chance to rack up some damage, kind of put this one away. 64%. In a Kirby Ditto, this is a tough comeback to make. He just has to start playing a little more air campy. But they keep giving away top plat. They don't seem to care if they gain that height advantage.
It's true. All right, so last stock here.
One rogue F smash or nair could seal this one up, though. Good placing to weave through that up tilt. I don't know what Chronic wanted there. He just pop shield. It looked like he was trying to grab something.
I think he wanted G-Rabbit not to move, and G-Rabbit moved.
Yeah.
He baited him. Low-level strat.
I mean, that was a pretty back-and-forth game for Kirby Dittos, especially. Like, 2-stock, and then kind of went down the last stock.
So Chronic also goes Pika. I don't know if it didn't sound like they changed characters, but
no, he wants to stick with it. I mean, that was a close one.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of swapping a character in a close one because you can lose a lot of what you learn.
Sure.
And it can be a momentum shift. Like you haven't warmed up with the other character. Now there's a chance, you know, going Pika would give that little bit of an edge that you might need. But I guess he's counting on his self-adjustment.
Right.
Which I can respect.
If your opponent, by the same token, your opponent has learned about you in
Your
game
character,
one.
yes.
And
so you can throw them off as well. Yeah.
Right.
There's multiple layers to it.
And you do have, if your Pika's as good as your Kirby, you have the matchup advantage with Pika over Kirby.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some players that like Tacos always comes to mind. Is very good at switching. It doesn't lose that much from swapping to another character. You know, like they don't have to warm up too much.
How deep is his cast? How many characters would you say he has that are competitive?
Pika, Yoshi, Falcon, Kirby, DK.
That's right.
I mean, Puff. It's Puff.
So 6?
Yeah, I think that's. I hope I'm not missing anything, but.
Would he go Mario?
I haven't seen him play Mario, Luigi, Link, Samus,
or Fox?
Ness, and not Fox. Yeah,
Okay.
but I mean that's it. Like he could play all those characters, and like you know, some people scoff at DK as a character, but like
he's really good.
Tacos almost beat Dexter with DK. Like he's got DK at the top level. Anyways, Chronic has been doing a little bit better this game. He's got G-Rabbit off stage. G-Rabbit let himself sink very low. This should make it a lot easier for Chronic. He's a little late there. But again, perfect situation.
There we go.
Yeah, a little better timing. I think he could just space out a down tilt. It's a little safer. But this forward smash worked for him.
Would you trade if it's a down tilt if you're in the right spot, you think?
Well, yeah,
if you're going for edge.
If you're close enough at the, if the edge guarder is close enough to the ledge, he can get clipped by the B. But I think if he's far enough away, at the very worst, they'll trade and he'll get hit by it, but the opponent will die. So. I think maybe if you have like Rev and DI, you could get down tilted and still survive. But F smash makes the DI much more likely.
Bring the lead. Chronic is
He's
well on his way
it,
to getting a second game turnaround here.
G-Rabbit's just been kind of lost. See there, he goes for the down tilt, perfectly spaced too. Like,
do we think G-Rabbit? Sorry, do we think G-Rabbit changes the Pika?
That's one where it wouldn't be out of the question. He really got beat pretty bad. Yeah, and he's pulling out the Pika. Again, as like a less experienced player, we'll have to see how well he can make that swap.
Right. I mean, for us lower level players, this is a learning experience at this point.
Right.
Don't plan on winning anything big. Just we're trying to figure it out.
You know, it might be rude, but that's a way I look at a lot of things. Is like you're not going to win the tournament. As much as it sucks to say, like, if you have a guy like Boom at the tournament, you're not going to win the tournament. I mean, heck, I'm not going to win the tournament.
Good luck, by the way.
Thank you. Just it's a mix of enjoy it, like play who you'll enjoy, right? Like if you really hate going like Pika or something, then you have no chance to win a tournament. Yeah, it's nice to score. Maybe you might score an extra win, but like, what does that mean if you're not, if you're not enjoying it, right?
Yeah.
And at the same time, do what you can to learn to improve. You're not trying to snag like a cheap win. You're trying to improve yourself, so that next time you'll be able to do just that much better. And G-Rabbit doesn't seem to have a solid grasp of this of the neutral against Kirby. Like Pika can combo Kirby very well, but the neutral is very tricky. A lot of Pikas will rely on back air, which is a great spacing tool, but very slow startup, and you can get caught by up tilt very easily. Ooh. You got clipped. Pika wants to play on the platforms more. I think both sides in this matchup often will end up playing the platforms and just kind of like chipping at each other with Kirby back air and Pika up air. But if they play on the ground, it really depends on the skill level of the players, because Pika can land a back air and start a combo very easily, but Kirby can catch him with up tilt very easily as well.
Oh, he could have missed a dare there.
Yeah, I don't think he's that concerned with, he doesn't want to keep himself off stage.
Sure. I think he could have had the dare, though, on over stage.
He definitely could have. He's just letting it get back to neutral, because that's where he's winning. You know, he doesn't have to, like, he doesn't have to throw something out unnecessarily. He can just keep on winning neutral and just grind out the game that's got him this far.
So that's the Brody strategy. Don't take risks if you don't have to.
No. I like risks. I don't like technical risks. Like, you know, like tricky tech that I might not.
So how would you differentiate a risk, as you call it, from a technical risk?
Like neutral risk, like pushing advantage. Like if you run at somebody and throw an aerial where, like against Falcon, if you run at him and throw an aerial, he can just up smash it, right? But you have to push it at the point where you're pretty sure he's not expecting it. He might lose neutral, but it's a risk-reward thing. You're not afraid of messing up. You're afraid of him being ready for it, for him doing the right thing.
So how do you know what he expects?
You kind of experience, right? You can condition your opponent into certain things. So like, if you're spacing back airs but pulling them back, and then all of a sudden you run completely at him and throw a down air, he thinks you're going to fade back, but at that time you run at him. Or if you're throwing out up airs and kind of pulling them back, and then one time you like run off a platform and do a forward-facing up air, and it goes just that much further than anything else you have, and they're like, oh, I didn't expect that.
All right, well, good on Chronic there for getting the set win, 2-1. Now we've got Bard and Brody setting up over here.
Or Bo. I'm not.
You're right here. You've got Bard and Bo setting up at stream. Bo just picked up Pika within the last 2 weeks and took a few stocks off of the World Team in Cruise.
Yeah, that's true. It's funny because he took what, 2 stocks off Lodo?
Yes.
Yeah, and then Lodo went on that tear. We were like, oh, Lodo, this is your matchup. And then he wrecked. Like, he went on a pretty solid run. And then the rest of the world let Lodo down.
Yeah,
that was sad. I'm not historically very good at crew battles, but really we needed Revan to take some stocks from Zero.
Yes. Yes. And I think he just wasn't. He said his Kirby wasn't warmed up.
Yeah.
By the way, Revan's phone seems to be lost, so if you were expecting tweets from during the tournament, you will not be seeing them for
not
a few
just
days.
Revan, but Bard as well. Speaking of.
Yes.
Bard or Bo?
We're talking to the stream guy. Bard is Kirby. He should be player 2, and Bo is should be player 4, I imagine. And he's warming up as Fox. Yeah.
Okay. See, that's what you do when you do a hand warmer. You set it to 99 stock. That way, everyone knows.
Yes.
And now we're not expecting Bo to go Fox.
No,
it's just a good hand warmer character, like Fox Yoshi.
Fox is his favorite character. He loves Fox, but I think he picked up Falcon about a year ago now.
Simpler.
Yeah, it's easier to win with Falcon.
Less risky.
And now he's picking up Pika. I think he's feeling Falcon has some weaknesses and he wants to move on.
Fox has his place. If you look at a player like Low, he has like a Pika, a Falcon, and a Fox, right? And his Fox still has a place. It's tough to succeed with, but there's definitely like matchups where it's at an advantage, you know. And sometimes as a player, even if the matchup isn't the best matchup, the character is the best for you there. Like Low will sometimes go Fox against Pika, and you know, Pika's a tough matchup for Fox, but there are just sometimes when it's just the better pick, you know. I think a lot of Foxes actually like that matchup, like compared to Kirby or even Falcon.
Right.
No contact.
It's all sometimes the player matchup is more important than the character matchup.
Right.